Your album is fantastic. It's beautiful. It is powerful. And you did everything on it. All the instruments, all the vocals, all the mixing. How does that process go?
Um, One thing at a time. I'm very overdubbed. So uh, basically, when I start a song, I start on keyboards. I start on piano, and then I kind of fully map the song out that way. So I kind of have a melody and harmony and stuff like that going on. Then I go to bass. So I like to get uh, my foundation there. Um, and then I go to drums, and then I go to guitar, and then and then I go to, if I'm going to do orchestrations or violin or something like that, synths even sometimes, occasionally some, drum loops or something. Um, then I go to that, and then finally vocals at the
Wow.
end of the process.
That seems like such a long process. Does it ever get difficult, or is there any obstacles in, I guess, getting that perfect sound for you?
Oh, certainly. There's working by yourself is kind of a blessing and a curse, I guess. I think any artist gets in that place where they have their doubts, they have their worries or whatever, and I certainly get there. So at every song I've ever done, I've gone through this emotional process of of like, yeah, this is great, to oh no, and but at the end I kind of surface at the end there, and I just kind of, okay, that's just part of my personality. That's just part of my process. But yeah, it's I do like it. I do have friends I trust to kind of listen to what I do too. So like who understand kind of where I'm coming from with my genre, and so I will let them listen to it, and I'm, you know, um, I am open to critiques and stuff like that too. So.
Nice. And when it comes to doing live shows, how's that gonna happen for you?
Uh, well, it's not just yet. If it ever does, that's great. I'm kind of in a sense, a studio rat. I kind of exist in kind of a fantasy media world. But I'm not saying I wouldn't do it, but if I'd have to get a band, I think I would be happy to sing, do some of the rhythm guitars, but you know, I'd need a crew. So
Yeah.
fingers crossed one day, maybe.
So my favorite song from this album is All the Voices. It just feels so harmonious and so powerful at the same time. Can you give me a little story of that song and how that came to be?
Sure. Yeah. It's one of I do a lot of kind of fantasy based songs. Excuse me, I'm using this old school headphone headset here. Um, yeah, I write a lot of kind of fantasy or historic based songs. This one is not. This was more of a personal song. So just from my personal history, I've struggled with anxiety and stuff, and I think maybe that's heard in the song, because it's about kind of, you're kind of wrestling with your own demons in a sense. Um, but anyway, I hope it's. I don't want to tell someone what to believe about my song. I totally want every listener for that to affect them the way that it hit them. I certainly want there to maybe be a little bit of mystery there, to if it's a meaningful song to somebody. I don't want to say, oh, well, that's not what the song's about. If it's, if someone finds meaning through it in their own way, I love that. But yeah, just personally me, yeah, kind of going through some hard stuff there. Just I have two jobs basically, so, and I'm a mom, so I have a lot of juggling I do, and so sometimes I don't know when to put the brakes on and you know do some self-care and stuff like that. So that song definitely came up in kind of a time like that. So
And since you're a one woman band, like has pandemic hindered you from creating, or is it a good thing that you do everything?
well, it hasn't changed my it it hadn't changed. I work in my home studio basically, so that didn't change. So it's not like I couldn't go somewhere or something like that. I had most of my tools here, but when it first came down, it was hard. There um my kids are of school age, so I had to full-time uh, homeschool, and they're used to going to school, and that's kind of time I can do my stuff. And then a lot of people at first were like, yay, I have all this extra time. I'm like, oh no, I have no extra time. It kind of hit me the opposite way. And I know everyone kind of has their own way it hit them, but yeah, I did not have extra time. I had extra responsibilities. And so, and also too, I think when you get kind of sapped like that, you do get kind of creatively fatigued,
Mhm.
for sure.
Definitely. Off of this album, which was your favorite song to work on and bring to people?
Oh, um, ones that were really fun. I really enjoyed um, probably Mr. Chandler. Um, Mr. Chandler's kind of a little different from what I've done. It's kind of it's like if you kind of it's kind of like a gothic western in a sense. It has like saloon style piano, and but then it's just kind of a rock song too. It was just fun. It was just kind of a fun fantasy piece. Some songs come together quicker than others, so that was one that kind of zipped together, pretty quickly. So that's always nice when that happens.
You all your songs seem to be very grand, very theatrical as well. Is there any chance for music videos coming on up?
Yes, we're I've got my finger in a few pies here. We've got a lyric video coming up. That's for the song Better Broken, and we are having a we are working on a shoot next month, which is very shortly here, for End of the Opera.
Awesome. Well, the album's amazing. Where can people follow you on social media so they can keep track of your journey and when a music video will come out?
Um, next, gosh, I forget my dates. For next month, we'll have actually, I probably won't have a video come out until November, but next month I will have an audio release. I will have a single release of Mr. Chandler we were just talking about a moment ago. So that will come out first, and then we'll kind of get to the videos in November and early December.
And what are your social media tags?
Yeah, so I can be found. I'm probably most active on Facebook. It's Joan Avant Music, JoanAvant Music. I'm also have a very similar handle for Instagram. It's Joan_Avant_music. Sorry for all the confusing things there, but and you can also find my links if you go to the best directory is my website, joanavant.com. You can find all of my listening and streaming sites, Spotify, etc., YouTube, whatever. You'll find it. You can be directed to all those places there too.
Awesome. Well, congratulations on this album. It is fantastic, and I will be looking forward to music videos.
Thank you so much.
Have a great rest of your day.
You too. Thank you.